on. It's a follow-up report when a little over a year ago the foot people came to your commission with a report on enforcement activities and a few other things, and we followed up with some further information about enforcement activities on open space preserves. And one of the recommendations of your commission was to institute annual reporting on this. And so we've been working with our IST program at the county to have a better tracking system that can produce some of this reporting easily. And Chris has put together a report for your commission and has some information to share.
Thank you, Max. I'd like to, before I get too far into this report, I'd like to say I'm really excited for the opportunity to act as the assistant director for the department. I'm really excited to work with Max, and I'd also like to, I'm excited to work with the community. We've got a very exciting slate of programs and projects this summer. To work through as Max works through as an interim and I work through as an acting assistant director. I think it'll be an exciting time for us and for the community and for your commission as well. So I'm grateful for that opportunity. Look forward to working with your commission and as well as a great team of staff that we have on board. So as Max framed the item, this is an informational item and as a follow-up from the July 2015 meeting and in response to the report submitted by the Foot People, we've pulled some data from our incident report system that we use within our department, and the data really is essentially broken into two types of contacts or violations or actions. And there's a field interview in which we collect information from the parties and the violation and name, address, etc. And then there's contacts that result in citations being issued. So those are the two categories in which the data has been collected. The top three types of data resulting violations is in order of dog violations, bicycle violations, and what we've combined the category into other, which combines smoking, commercial activities, and horse violations. Looking at 2015 as a whole, entire year, there was a total of 657 violations, and that ranged from dogs of 491 violations, bikes 71 violations, and the other category had a total of 57 violations. By preserve, the preserve receiving the most violations was Ring Mountain. Obviously, it's a very important preserve, very critical resource area, and it's also very heavily populated and used by the community. Terralina Sleepy Hollow was second with 91 violations. Mount Burdell Preserve had 59 violations. Baltimore Canyon with 51. Blythedale Summit with 40. Indian Valley Preserve with 35. And the other 28 preserves combined for 269 violations, all in sequential decreasing order. Associated with the report were two graphics. There was a table and a graph, and really I'm not going to get too far into it, but the real noticeable difference between 2011, there was a total of 316 violations recorded, to 2015 when there was a total of 657 violations, which again is a combination of the citations and the field identifications. So that showed a pretty substantial increase over that time period. Some of the variables that included the incoming Measure A funding, which we grew our ranger staff, which was a big priority with the program as suggested by the community. So I think that more folks out there, you're obviously going to have more contacts, more field interviews, and you're going to have more citations issued. So I think everything in the graph really does correlate with that. And with that being said, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you